Setting preferences. When the users first log in, they will need to set some default preferences, and we can do this from Tools, User Preferences. The first preferences are on the General tab, and we need to define the time zone. We've then got the choice of language. Now these are your locale settings, so if you change your language here, the interface will change into this particular language. Also, you can upload a profile image. That profile image will appear obviously here on the left, but it'll appear on the welcome page, and it will also appear on the workflow for other people to see if they are part of your workflow chain. You've also got alias settings relating to the default alias table, and then how to display member names. You might find if you're relatively new to the system and you're new to the dimensions in the system, you might for a while want to display both the name and the alias. So when you set the point of view, for example, it will show both the name or the label and the alias or the description. Do bear in mind, as an administrator, we can determine the users to use our administrator settings as a default. So the user will use our settings as a default, but they can still change their preferences. Here we've got some display settings. So we've got the all-important number formatting, which can be regionally changed. If we look at the notifications with FCCS, obviously that requires our users to include their email address here. You've also got ad hoc options. These are options that relate to Smart View and ad hoc analysis. We can define a whole number of user variables which will act as a default. We have some financial reporting settings. So for example, if you have prompts in reports, you can merge the prompts if they find they're repeating the same question, and you've got options of how to export your financial reports. So when you click Query Ready mode, you can throw them into Smart View, throw it into an Excel grid, or just disable the option. Then finally, the last option in preferences is form printing. Generally, when users go live with FCCS, we would recommend that you share with them some default recommended preferences. And if you do make some changes, don't forget to save them.